Real estate profit isn't just one thing, it's actually two. And most beginners only understand one of them, which is why they get disappointed or confused. Whether you're an OFW, an immigrant, or someone planning to start investing in real estate, you have probably heard the word cash flow and appreciation. But here's the truth. Most investors only focus on one and just ignore the other. That is why people end up saying things like, bakit hindi kaya kumikita yung property ko? Or akala ko yung kita sa real estate ay guaranteed na. So in this video, we're going to break it down in the simplest, most real way. We will talk about how real estate really makes money. And I'll give you 6 powerful practical tips so you can decide on your own. Should you chase cash flow, appreciation, or should you do both? And which strategy you will use on your own plans depends on your life stage, sa budget mo, and sa goals mo. By the end of this video, you will finally have clarity. Before we start, comment down below, team cash flow ka ba or team appreciation? Let's see which one you are curious about. What cash flow really means? Cash flow is like your salary in real estate. The money your property pays you every single month. Cash flow simply means rent minus expense equals to your income. Kung mas mataas yung kita kumpara sa gastos, may kita ka every month. Simple, clear, at predictable. Let's break it down. For your income, you have your rent, parking income, laundry, storage fees, pet fees. For expenses, you have mortgage, property tax, insurance, HOA fees, if there's any, repairs, vacancies, and management fees. So some people say, I want passive income. That cash flow is your passive income. Think of your cash flow as running a small sari-sari store. If you earn 1,000 pesos every single day and your expenses are at 700, you take home 300 pesos. Hindi ka agad yayaman, pero may pumapasok consistently each month. Real estate cash flow works the same way. Bawat buwan, may kita ka. There are months na malaki siya, there are months na maliit. But it all adds up. Breakdown example. If your rent is 1,800 and your expenses is 1,500, then you have a cash flow of $300. Now, $300 doesn't sound like a lot. Imagine if you have 3, 4, 5, or even 10 rental properties paying you each month. Multiply mo yon. That is how people build financial freedom slowly. If you are an OFW, that cash flow can help with grocery money, your phone bills, extra support for your family. Makapag-travel ka na ngayon, savings, emergency fund, at investments. That cash flow gives you extra breathing room when you're abroad. Kung kumikita ka ng extra $300 each month sa rental property mo, saan mo ba gagamitin yon? What appreciation really means? Appreciation is your wealth builder. The quiet, slow, sometimes invisible way your property makes you rich. Appreciation means your property going up in value each and every single year. So pag binili mo siya ng 300,000, next year naging 310, naging 320 the following year, or naging 350 na siya, that is natural appreciation. Two types of appreciation. One is your market appreciation. Two is your forced appreciation. Ano nga ba yung market appreciation? Market appreciation means kung saan ka bumili ng bahay, yung neighborhood na yon, tumaas yung value ng lugar. It became more desirable. More businesses, more schools, more jobs. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming demand ng property. Then, pag maraming demand, tumataas rin yung presyo. Ano naman yung forced appreciation? Forced appreciation means this is when you create the increase in value. Renovating, adding a bedroom, renovating the kitchen, fixing up the bathroom, all this can raise the property's value. Appreciation is like planting a tree. You don't get fruit in year 1 or maybe even year 2 or 3. But when it grows and matures, the harvest becomes bigger and bigger. Some years mabagal, some years mabilis, but over 20 years, the value usually climbs. Appreciation is not guaranteed every year. There are years na umaangat, there are years na flat, pero long-term and historically, real estate always goes up. For many OFWs, appreciation of their property is their retirement plan. You buy now, 10 to 15 years later, you refinance or sell the property. Would you rather earn small monthly income or a big payout 10 to 15 years later? Cash flow versus appreciation, which one is better? Cash flow is predictable. Appreciation is very powerful. So which one would you actually choose? Here's the truth. Cash flow and appreciation, they both serve different purposes. Cash flow is income now. This is your monthly regular money. It reduces your stress. It adds stability. It helps you survive and breathe financially. And it also serves as defense for your property in case something happens. Appreciation naman is wealth later. This is where the big numbers show up. This is where people become millionaires in real estate. Your cash flow is like your monthly salary. Your appreciation is like your year-end bonus. You don't depend on it every month. But when it arrives, malaki. The truth is, most investors want both. But beginners usually have to choose one to prioritize on which stage of life they are in. So which one should a beginner aim for? So if you need income soon, go for cash flow. If bata ka pa and you can wait long, go for appreciation. If you want both, find a market that can give you both. It all depends on your market. So OFWs that send money home, who support multiple people, or who want financial freedom faster, usually need cash flow. And for those who have stable and high income abroad and don't need monthly support, choose appreciation first. So what is important to you now? Extra income ba or long-term wealth? The OFW dilemma. OFWs want cash flow, but they end up buying appreciating properties. So why does this happen? I see this all the time. An OFW tells me, gusto ko ng rental income. Pero yung binili nila, a pre-selling condo that will not cash flow for 5 to 6 years. Why? Because marketing sells appreciation. Developers promise future value will double. It's a prime location, guaranteed income, and this is your retirement plan. But in reality, many pre-selling units don't actually cash flow. Kung may loan ka pa, usually walang cash flow. OFWs end up disappointed not because the property was bad, but because the property did not match their goals. It's like needing a car right now, but buying a car that will only be delivered 6 years after. Hindi siya makakatulong sa iyo ngayon. So a better strategy is start with cash flow rentals. It helps with your monthly life abroad. Once you have stability, buy appreciation deals later. This creates a healthy base and long-term wealth. So what type of property did you buy first? Cash flow or pre-selling? Your strategy should match your life stage. Not your friends, not your cousins, not social medias. How to know which strategy fits you? Here is the easiest way to decide. If you need income soon, choose cash flow. This is for people who support family, want to reduce work abroad, want more stability, and want rentals that help them now. Cash flow is like having an extra job. You earn money while you sleep. If you're young, stable, have a good paying salary, choose appreciation. Appreciation is like planting a tree. Long wait, but big rewards. If you want balance, look for properties that can give you both. Some properties give both. They give steady income. They also appreciate, but these properties are harder to find. I'll give you some decision tips. Your choice should match your timeline abroad. 2, your responsibilities. 3, and your risk tolerance. What stage in your life are you in now? Building stability or building wealth? Before you dream big, secure the basics. This is the mistake everyone usually makes. The best strategy for beginners. Most beginners chase appreciation first. Why? Because it sounds sexy. Because the numbers look big. But if you don't have a cash flow, you will struggle financially. So here's the best order. 1, build cash flow first. This gives you stability, this gives you confidence, and gives you that monthly support that you actually do need. 2, build an emergency fund. Because real estate isn't always smooth, may repairs, may vacancies, at meron ding sorpresa. 3, invest in high appreciating properties. Once you have stability and safety, you can chase long-term wealth. Your cash flow is like your safety net. Appreciation is your parachute. Both help you survive, but the net should be installed first. So here's a beginner-friendly blueprint. Buy 1 to 2 cash flow rentals. Use that rental income each month to fund your purchase of your appreciating property. This creates a stable foundation and a long-term wealth building plan. If you were to buy your first rental property this year, which property will you start with? Cash flow or appreciation? Now you understand the 2 engines of real estate wealth. Cash flow helps your life today, and appreciation helps your life tomorrow. Successful investors, OFWs, immigrants, anyone, use both eventually. But beginners need clarity. Pick a strategy that matches your life today. If you learned something new, drop a comment and follow for more financial and real estate tips. Comment down below if you're team cash flow or team appreciation. Let's see your goals.